Good morning,
Good morning.
CONI viewers. We will be giving a brief interview today with Dixie Nederhoff, and she is one of the presenters at our Contemplative Outreach of Northeast Iowa event. She is a delightful speaker, and she'll give you a lot of information, not only now, but in the event. The event is going to be March 8th, 9 to 4 at Westminster Presbyterian Church in Waterloo, Iowa. More details are available on our website. Good morning, Dixie.
Good morning.
I would like you, first of all, to tell us a little bit about yourself and what gives you special joy in life.
I'm a retired teacher. I taught family and consumer science and health ed. I received my degrees, my BA and my MA from UNI, and I love gardening.
Well, what is it about gardening and the growing process that you find most stimulating? And tell us a little bit about the types of gardens that you have.
Well, my mother was an avid gardener. If she didn't grow it, we didn't eat it. So I always had was at gardening. I never really liked it until I started teaching, and I needed a stress reducer. So we have a large yard, and I started dabbling in flowers. And I just find it fascinating how you can take flowers and totally recreate a whole new space in your yard. And that really got me going. My gardens, you might say, kind of got out of hand because my yard was like a park. And I had to employ someone to help me, but we got her done, and it was just great joy. I love how you can put a little seed in the soil and it just grows into something beautiful. Or you can go to the gardening center and pick out plants and kind of rearrange them on your little cart that they provide there. And I can just visualize what it's going to look like. I like three-dimensional things, especially in my pots. So that makes it really nice to be able to see that.
Sounds like you have a good variety in the kinds of things that you've been doing with your gardens.
Yes, at first, when my mother was still alive, she used to tell me, but Dixie, you can't bite off of a flower. You should be planting vegetables. And, and then my husband started doing the vegetable garden. And now I've kind of been helping him with that. And now I'm even getting into the vegetable gardening part. And it's really changed, I think, a lot since my mother did it and taught me. So I will really like gardening.
Now, what would you say is can describe the special gardening project or presentation that you have in mind for our March 8th attendees to learn from and take with them?
Well, there's gardening is becoming, um, almost nationwide. People are turning to it for a variety of reasons. But I have found that many people really don't know how to plant a garden and they don't have success. So they're like, oh, I can't do this again. It never grows. But if you just learn some basic gardening, I guess you'd call it protocol to put your garden in, you're going to be successful and really be happy with your results. So I'm going to talk about how to amend your soil, and how to work your soil so that you have a good base. Like everything, you have to have a good base. And then how to plant your plants. There's a trick to when you get plants from a nursery. You just don't pull them out of the container and plop them in the ground. You have to do a few other little things in order to ensure that they grow properly. Mulching is a really important part. So I'm going to talk about mulching and how to keep weeds down. No matter what you use or how you amend your soil, you're going to have weeds. If weeds don't grow, nothing else is going to grow. So you have to learn how to do some things so that you're not tied to your garden all year or all summer, since we're in the north, to keep the weeds down. And now the big thing right now is companion planting, how you can choose and plant your vegetables next to plants where they grow better. And then, of course, there's always ways. I don't like to use chemicals, so I'm always looking for ways to keep weeds down without using chemicals. And I have found some very good solutions for that. So that's what I will be talking about.
Well, pet owners will be glad to hear that. Also, you can give some ideas as to how to do things that will be pet safe as well, so that they won't have to have any worry about their animals getting into the gardens. That's
Correct.
important.
And none of us want, especially with our vegetables, we don't want chemicals growing in them. So it's important to use things that are not chemicals to keep the weeds down.
Right. Well, I really appreciate all this, and was wondering, will there be any takeaways as far as hands-on things? I'm sure our viewers would like to know if they will be taking anything with them.
I'm going to present with a slideshow, so I will be giving ideas that they can write down. But being March 8th, I highly doubt I'm going to have any plants available from the nursery to show. That's an unfortunate thing about this time of year.
Well, we're grounding to bloom, so we're getting on the way to blooming. So we'll have all that wonderful knowledge to take with us to the nurseries and to the stores where we are going to get all this beauty coming from.
Yes.
Thank you, Dixie. You, as a regular on our centering prayer, we are learning about a lot of wonderful things about our members, including the fact that we have a gardener who is willing to share her passion. So thank you for that. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome, and I hope to see a lot of you there.
Thank you. And we will be glad to take any questions. You can put them in the YouTube questions and or contact any of us. We're on the KNWS website right now, and there'll be details that will be available to you to register. The cost to register is $25 for the whole day, including lunch and time in the beautiful prayer site, which has many, many options. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos on our upcoming amazing day called Grounding to Bloom, March 8th at Westminster Presbyterian Church.
Thank
See
you.
you
Hope to
later.
see you there, people.